Lots going on in this man's world, getting set to call his fifth United States Open golf championship for Fox. And tonight, his St. Louis Blues play a Game 7 in Boston against the Boston Bruins. He's none other than Joe Buck. How are you, Joseph?
I'm great. I hope you guys are well.
We're doing good. Where are you watching Game 7 tonight? You have it all set up? Can you watch it with other people? Do you watch it by yourself? How are you with this, Joe?
I don't want to watch it with anybody. I've tried that. I mean, unless I'm in my seats at home,
right,
then I have no choice. But it would be weird, actually, if I cleared everybody out and just had them play for me and whoever I bring to the game that night.
You're plus one.
As being in Pebble Beach, I'm near Brad Faxon, who's a big Bruins fan, and I've watched 2 games with him, and both games the Blues got kind of blown out. So not only am I not going to watch with Brad, I don't even want to see Brad today. I've told him that. Fox is okay with that. We are being separated, and I'm going to watch in my room screaming at the television.
No, so, okay, that's what would it mean, Joe, if the Blues win tonight? You're the perfect person to put this into words. What would it mean for the city, for the fans who have been rooting for them for so long, if the Blues were able to hoist the cup tonight?
Man, it's hard for me to speak for an entire city. I know that personally, I was introduced to the Blues by my dad and being a fan and what it meant. He was their first voice on the radio, and they always had a really secure spot in his heart. And I saw how he watched and was jumping on the couch when they would, come close to scoring a goal or be ticked off when they gave up a goal. And so I fell in love with it at a young age, and I would watch a lot of games with my dad. And then as the years went on and I became a dad, my daughters were right alongside me. And it was the one thing that I'm able to go to as a fan and share that experience with my daughters and be openly crazy about the team and high-five strangers in the seats. I think the city's been through a lot. I think downtown St. Louis needs to get its act together and take a couple steps forward, but the people there are great. I think they get a bad rep for the Rams having left, despite, I think, tremendous support when they were, at the very least competitive. And, I think there have been a lot of long-suffering Blues fans that kind of feel like the Cubs before 2016 or the Red Sox fans, new generations before 2004. And a lot of that frustration, I think, would go away. I think the trip to this point has been worth every bit of it anyway, but it would be cool to see them win the Cup, and I think it'd give the city a real lift.
You do realize, Joe, that, you do realize, I know this, that you're accused all the time, and unrightfully so, of rooting against other people's teams. Tonight, though, Boston Bruins fans tonight could actually accurately accuse you of rooting against their team tonight.
No, let's make no mistake about it. I am rooting against Boston. I'm rooting for St. Louis. But when it comes to the baseball stuff and the football stuff,
right,
really what it boils down to is I'm not there rooting for them. And that's, they hear announcers all year, especially in baseball, rooting along with them. And I get it, because when I'm not only I'm a season ticket holder, but I'm the majority of the games I watch are on TV. And so John Kelly and Darren Pang are the guys that are calling the action, and they have the same rooting interest that I do. And then when the games matter the most, they're gone. And you have somebody that's splitting it down the middle and getting excited for the Bruins when they score, and that's their job, and the same for the Blues. But you want to hear people on TV that have the same allegiance and allegiances that you do, and when you don't, it's unnerving when you haven't heard that all year. So I understand all that stuff, but this is one that I'm not related to work-wise, and so I make no bones about it. I mean, I'm a Blues fan and have been since I was a little kid.
And Ham, do you know, is Ham going to be there? Do you know if John Ham's going to be there tonight?
I don't know. I haven't been texting with him. I just keep up with him in all the NBC promos. It's like it goes like Parayko and Petrangelo and Chara and Krug and Doc Emmerich and John Hamm.
You know what? He's just a handsome guy, but you understand that, right? It's just he's a guy.
Oh, I do.
So
I mean, I think we're all jealous of the
Ham.
granite like chin that he has, and the whole thing.
The scarves.
He's big into scarves these days.
Well, it's cold in these hockey arenas before the fans get in there.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It used to be, but I think they've kind of perfected that, where the actual experience for fans is not one where you're freezing. So I don't know. I don't know what the scarf thing is, but I'm going to get to the bottom of it within the next month.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.